Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your monthly reading for April 2023. This is for Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading. I do this, Capricorn, because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years and it's had major influence on divination, including tarot. It's why every tarot card does have an astrological element or ruling planet. So we go really deep when the two are combined. Now, Capricorn, April, you're going to love it. I want you to know this is going to be one of the best months of the year. So take advantage of that, okay? A lot of great things are happening for Capricorns. Even you'll feel it. You'll feel it. Definitely this month. It is one of the best months of the year astrologically. Now, I'm going to point out a few dates that you need to mark in your calendar because this is mind-blowing, okay? First, April 11th, the sun is conjuncting Jupiter. What does that mean? It is the best, luckiest day of the year. The entire year, April 11th. See what happens around that day. All right. As we know, Jupiter is in Aries, which is your fourth house. So you could have a lot of activity around home, moving. I've loved when y'all, leave comments. So many people are saying, you are moving or have moved. But then that's great. The fourth house is your domestic sector. So it rules relationships. So there's could be a lot of activity, okay? We're big time, with relationships, even with family, all right? A lot of really good abundance around that time, but this is the luckiest day of the year, so take advantage of that, all right? Take and mark it in your calendar. The second day I want you to mark down is April 19th, our first eclipse of the year, Capricorn. Guess where this is as well? It is in Aries. So think about what happened around March 21st when we had that new moon in Aries, but we had, Mercury in Aries, we had Jupiter's in Aries. There was so much activity in Aries. Again, your fourth house. So you may see a lot of movement, a lot of activity, a lot of changes, okay? A lot of changes. Now, one thing that I'm going to point out also, you can think back to March 2022 when Jupiter entered Aries. There could be something that happened around there. But this is game changing. And I know a lot of people are just like, oh my gosh, an eclipse. But this is a great eclipse. The planets are just so harmonious. It's great. It's great. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of big alignments this month. Mercury's going into Taurus. We have a full moon in Libra. Okay, that's actually in your fifth house of career. So the first week of April, you may see some activity around your career. Okay, I'm sorry, your 10th house. And so the 10th house rules not only your career but public achievement, public recognition, honor, success. Hello, this is amazing, okay? So you may see some activity around that time. As we know, Libra is all about that balance, right? All about that symmetry. So some of y'all may decide to leave one job, move to another, one that is, a little bit more aligned with who you are and what you're looking for and your enlightenment. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. If you are new to my channel, I do leave all the key astrological dates in the description box if you do want to follow along. And lastly, remember, stay tuned to the end. Stay tuned to the end because I do pull more cards. Did you see that card that flipped out? If that comes out in your reading, then it's major. Okay, it's major. I don't do jumpers. That was this literally slip in my hand. But what I was saying, after I do your reading, after I do your spread, I pull more cards. And so I break it down week by week. I haven't even talked about Venus going into Gemini. I haven't even talked about the fact that we're going into Taurus season. There's so much happening. Mercury going retrograde at the end of the month. We'll talk about that too. It's not always a bad thing, and I want you to know that, all right? So let's go ahead and get started with your reading, Capricorn, for, again, April 2023, one of the best months of the year, okay? With the best day, coincidentally, in the best month of the year for Capricorn Sun and Rising. All right, so let's get started. As you can see, my dog has joined me, and she is sleeping, and we don't want to wake her up. Capricorns, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It really does give the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers. Secondly, Capricorn, you're amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I am very, very grateful. I know, like I said in my last readings, I just reached my 1 year anniversary, and some of y'all have been with me from the beginning, and you are so amazing. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. I really, really do appreciate it. So let's get started. Okay, Capricorn, things are coming to an end. Wow. Y'all are going through it. Y'all are going through it this month in April, but I want you to know, wow, things are coming to an end. Some things are coming to an end for you. All right. Now, two big things here. Of course, with that full moon in Libra, full moons usually bring conclusions, right? But then what comes after conclusions? New beginnings. Now, eclipses are game changers. Again, this is a big month. It looks like you're moving into a new direction. Let's get started. Queen of Pentacles. Things have been really good for you. Things have been really good for you. I love the Queen of Pentacles. She's very maternal, very paternal. You know, it's just a very feminine energy. All her powers and feelings and energies are internal, right? And so she has that, loving side. But because she is the richest queen, it's in a way where she takes care of everybody in her kingdom. She has the resources to do it, okay? She has so much love to give too, but listen, it's almost as if you've come to a place where you've reached some abundance in parts of your life or your entire life, right? And it's a place where you feel good because you can take care of not only the people that you care about and the people that you love. You have the resources to do that, but also yourself. And now one message coming through is some Capricorns are in a place where two messages are coming through. One, you're really building the world that you want for yourself, which is great. The world that you've wanted to create, okay? And that's amazing. Secondly, some of y'all have been going like above and beyond, all right? One thing about the Queen of Pentacles is that, when I said she has the resources to take care of, everybody within her orbit, right? As well as herself, okay? It's almost like, if there was like a friend of yours that was short on rent, you were the one that was like, oh, I got you, you're $200 short. I got you. Don't worry. If there was like someone that needed like socks or, a private island, you were like, oh, I got you. I love that. I love that energy that's coming through. Now, the other funny thing is she is Capricorn. So I love the synchronicity here. You can even see your symbol of the sea goat right there in her throne. Okay. So when I say she's Capricorn, she's very grounded. She's very practical. She's like hardworking, and she is doing everything to make sure everyone in her empire is happy, okay? Having the resources to do it. I really love that for you. Now, we've come to the heart of your spread. We have the 9 of Swords, all right? So, listen, this is where I say, don't worry. Don't stress, okay? It looks like there's going to be some moments this month where you're going to be in your head a lot. I'm not surprised. There's big changes happening this month. Huge changes, okay? Especially for you, especially within both your home environment and your career. There's going to be a lot of changes, especially your partnerships too, because remember, Mars is in Cancer. Mars is going to be in Cancer for a while, and that is your 7th house, okay? Of partnerships, whether love or career. Now, the fact that we have that full moon in Libra, which rules the 7th house of partnerships, hey, do the math, all right? So it looks like either way, there may be a lot that you're thinking about, okay? And there may be a lot that's kind of building up. The swords are the mental suit. Now, one thing I want to say is like there may be some of y'all who this month will feel that there's just too much stress. There's too much going on. You can't sleep at night. What I want you to do, Capricorn, 2 things here. 1, always flip any thoughts that are bringing you down, okay? Or something that you might dwell too much on when you go to bed, flip it positive, okay? Instead of like, oh, I wish this didn't happen, or why is this happening? Flip it. Say, I can't wait until tomorrow because I'm going to take care of this because it's just something that is, I'm above it, right? Do you see how that works? It's why people, when they go to bed, they pray or they, have those positive affirmations. I've mentioned it in the past. I don't know if I have for your reading, but when this comes up in the heart of your spread, it's really that energy levels you want to take high. Okay, it's like upgrade your energy. Think about, if you're going to a gas station, don't get the basic, get the premium. Okay, that's the energy. Upgrade your energy, right? Go, whatever you need to do that, the energy levels, and a lot of it is going to be up here. So it's all that positive affirmations. But the one thing that I do want to say, because look at your entire stuff, you didn't get any cups, all right? And cups are emotions. So this is but there's great things here, but the energy levels, bring it up, and then have those positive affirmations, okay? And care to have those, okay? And now I'm not talking about, listen, it's cool if you go through Instagram or your Facebook and you're scrolling through and you see, those positive, affirmations, those sayings and aphorisms and whatnot, and you click like on it and then you keep scrolling. If you don't actually feel it, Capricorn, it's not going to do anything. So you have to feel it. So I want you to feel it when you go to bed at night, okay? Or any time of the day, all right? So this is just saying that there may be a moment this month where you're just going to have a lot going on. I mean, this is very Mars and Gemini, by the way. So, just all up here, intellect, logic, and then Mars, ruled by Aries, the god of war, right? So it's almost like psychological warfare. But, for some Capricorns, it might be minor. For some Capricorns, it might be a lot. But at the same time, we all have free will, right? Look at the comforter. Look at the comforter. Look at the beautiful roses, all right? Look at the amazing astrological symbols. I mean, this is saying that everyone has free will. You can choose to stay here and find comfort in all these, just being in your head, or you can choose to get out of bed. You're still going to have comfort, and it's actually going to be better for you, right? So something may come up where it's, and I'm not even getting an energy of it being something that's like a red flag. It's just like there's a lot that's going to happen this month, all right? A lot of changes, and the Capricorns, like, y'all are so, like, goal driven. You're so you prioritize work, and so a lot of it may have to do with work. But in either case, the other thing that I was going to say that I don't think I've said for any of your readings, but because this is coming up, especially you have the 5 of Wands in your challenge era. So I'm going to say this, okay? It doesn't matter how old you are, Capricorn. Do a vision board, okay? But there's a trick, and I'm going to tell you the trick. And I did this years ago. Do a vision board, the things that you want, your goals, your aspirations. Do it, okay? Again, doesn't matter how old you are. Now, put it in your bedroom, okay? That was the trick, and that's how it worked for me. Because when I went tonight, the last thing that I saw was my vision board, all right? When I woke up in the morning, the first thing that I saw was my vision board. So, inspired when I went to bed, inspired when I woke up, okay? And so that it really helped. And then it got to a point, I think it was within like a year and a half, where I marked everything out, everything that I wanted to do, everything that I wanted to manifest, everything. It really does help, okay? And then lastly, Google theta mode, all right? Because our brain, because physiologically, when you have positive thoughts, it does, trust me, it does something to your brain. And Google theta mode, it'll help. And that brings up the 5 of Wands. So it could be some sort of conflict that happens in April. That could be something that you just don't see eye to eye. It's with someone, and there could be a little bit of conflict. Okay, but a big message coming through. It'll be internal, but it's not. I point this out all the time. They're kids. They're kids swinging their wands in the air, okay? And so this is really not even worth your time. This is like child's play, right? And so I want you to remember, open your heart, okay? Because you didn't get any cups. Be emotive, all right? Remember, Mars is in Cancer. It's that emotional intensity that I want you to have, okay? And then Venus, is in Taurus. The first half of the month still, and Venus is at its best in Taurus, and that is love and passion, and just it feels good to feel good, right? And so there could be something that happens this month where you just may not see eye to eye with someone, and it could be like I'm getting more of like an ego thing. Like it's like this is a card of competition too, okay? And Capricorns are known to be competitive, right? And it's not a bad thing. Like you win at everything, so it's good for you. But here's with it challenging your Nine of Swords. Let me just put it this way. The word competition, let's trace it back to its Latin root, competere. It actually meant to come together. All right. So if you are having some sort of like argument or conflict with someone, or even with yourself, all right, if there's this, there's a tug of war energy, have that moment of just like, okay, we need to go beyond this. We need to see eye to eye. I need to, have this moment of clarity. All right. Because you did get the Six of Swords in your crown. Capricorn, that's amazing. This is Mercury in Aquarius. This is a great placement, but this is, moving forward, basically, okay? You see the turbulent waters here, okay? Look how crystal clear the sea is. From that point forward, it's smooth sailing into the promised land. You're leaving everything behind. Now, this came up in your crown with the sword suit. Remember the mental suit. So whether it's decisions, communication, logic, and your intellect, it's just like up here, you want to move past this. And that's the great sign. And also about the Nine of Swords, by the way, that's temporary. Again, it's that free will. It's like you can get out of that bed. 9 comes right before 10. 10 is the end of the suit. Okay, so you're coming to the end of that cycle. All right, and it looks very, and I haven't even gotten to your future card, so it looks like it's going to be very temporary anyway, because all you want to do is move forward, all right, from this anything that's been holding you back or any challenges. You have a lot of protection, okay? 6 is the heart of the tree of life, okay? So remember that heart. Hold on to the heart, all right, and have that courage to move forward. And speaking of courage, I always say it, like, courage, let's take that back. Let's take courage back, all right? The etymological root, it comes from cor, K-O-R, meaning heart, all right? It's the heart that brings that courage, okay? Corazon, courage comes from heart. And so, sure, it's a sword suit, but you need that heart to move forward, okay? So have that heart energy, open your heart chakra, all right? Now, again, the great card, you see the swords are actually protecting them in the front. You see that he's with his family. I mean, this is, you're fine, okay? You're good because you want to, okay? You have that card. Now, 7 of Pentacles in the root of your spread. It's clear as day here that there is something that you want. It seems like you don't, looking at your entire spread, it looks like there is going to be this month a decision that you might have to make, okay? Now, this is really great because look at all the abundance he's raked in. He's looking back at everything that, he's worked hard for. I mean, we're talking blood, sweat, and tears, right? Now he's taking a little break, all right? And when he's taking that little break, you have that moment of pause, all right? And it's just like, am I on the right path? Do I want to keep doing this? Why have my successes have not come yet? There's a lot of things that for, Capricorns, what resonates with you, right? But the key message is this pause, all right? So some of y'all this month may have this moment of, am I doing am I going the right direction, or why do I need, like, is it going to take more time for this thing that I want to manifest? Can I be patient for it? All right, can I have that temperance for that? All right, the sowing your seeds, reaping your rewards, but no matter how long it takes. All right, so have that moment. Some of y'all may be having that moment already, but in April there could be a moment, but just know that you got the 3 of Wands in your future, okay? This is amazing, all right? Ruled by Aries, all right? So this is, again, a lot of activity within, astrologically within Aries, right? We have the Sun conjuncting Jupiter, the best day of the year, the luckiest day of the year in Aries. We have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, and now your future. You have the 3 of Wands, which is Aries, and again, that's all in your 4th house. Home, your domestic sector, okay? Anything relating to home, all right? Family, relationships. It looks like some of y'all are moving in with a new partner or taking a relationship. You're just ready to go. This is all about ready to, like going for it, all right? Just going for it. Now, I always say, don't be afraid of your freedom. And it looks like you won't because, and I say freedom because of the Nine of Swords in the heart of your spread. But, think about like the 14th century. They didn't have iPads, they didn't have iPhones, they didn't have, Hulu or Netflix. Leaving your village to go explore was a big deal. It was a big deal. Wanting change, looking for change, and going after it. All right, going after it. All right. So I say this is the green light card. It's like you've got the green light. You're ready to move forward. It looks like you're moving forward and toward your passions. Remember, the wands are our passions. Even ideas, creativity, ideas that you have that you may want. Maybe starting your own business or launching a side hustle, or maybe proposing to your sweetheart. What resonates with you? But it looks like you're gonna get that green light. You're gonna feel it inside. All right, so that's really great for you, Capricorn. Let's get to your staff, Capricorn. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I truly love you. I love my Capricorns. I really appreciate it. Now, let's get to your stuff. Yep, you're good. Capricorn, you are good. You are wow. Okay, boom. Here's your affirmation, okay? You got the Eight of Cups. Not only do you see an eclipse happening in the background, as it's going to be happening this month, you see he's walking away from the cups, okay? You are moving forward. You are moving forward. I love this because remember how I said earlier that you didn't have any cups in your main spread? Boom. All right. So a lot of y'all you're going to have change this month. Okay. You're going to have change and you're going to bring that change. You're going to move forward. Look at him walking away. Okay. From something that he knows something's out there better for him, right? It's like, remember what I said, upgrading your energy levels. When you have a higher frequency, you attract the things you want. I'm not even like Albert Einstein himself. He said, match the frequency of the reality you want. You cannot help but get that reality. It looks like you will be upgrading your energy beat to move away from things that are not serving you well for something better. All right. And some of y'all are already doing it, is a message that's coming through. Again, this is a game-changing card because this is a game-changing eclipse. And, it's almost a little bittersweet. He's doing it at night, right? But he's doing it. Look at his cape, okay? Not only his cape, but his shoes. They're red. Red for passion. Red for power, all right? So this is affirming it. Look, you got the Six of Swords leaving the turbulent waters. You have the Seven of Pentacles in the root of your spread, having that moment of pause, like, okay, which way do I go? And now you have the Eight of Cups. Your reading is all about change. Look, yeah, in your future, the Three of Wands. This is really great because look what you got in your external factors area. You got Judgment. All right. It's, this is such a great card, especially where it lands in your spread. You can see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, right? The dead are rising, the dead are gray representing wisdom, right? But they're rising because they hear the blow of the trumpet and they're now looking for a meaningful experience, meaningful existence, okay? When you hear the blow of the trumpet, figuratively, of course, right? You have that moment of clarity. You have that spiritual awakening and you have that aha moment, right? And then you get it and you're like, I know what I want. So you're moving forward into a place that is going to be spiritually fulfilling for you. All right. Not only spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, this is, there's 22 paths in the major arcanas. There's 22 paths in the tree of life. We're coming right before the world. And in order to do that, you have to be, you have to know who you are. You have to have that moment. Now, one thing I'm going to point out, you see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, okay? This is the only card in tarot that has a connotation to sound. This is the biggest connotation to sound. What is sound? It's vibrations. What did I talk about earlier? Energy. Raising your energy levels, okay? Upgrading your energy. Here's your confirmation, all right? Secondly, sound healing. I said it last time. I feel like you've got this card last time, but healing. It's all about, sound has been used for thousands of years for healing, okay? And again, like you can think about any scenario, gospel choir, Native American drum beats. You can think of, Gregorian chanting. If we want to go further back, sound has been used to heal. It raises our vibrations. It came in your external factors area. You will have this. You will have this. So I'm very excited for you. This is going to be a great month. Now, you did get the Eight of Swords, but it came in a part of your spread where it's like, nope, I don't want this anymore. I don't want this anymore. If you feel that you have been like in a situation where you've been in your head too much, like the Eight of Swords, but self-imposed, because this is a self-victim card, right? And so you can see she built all these swords around her to protect her, but she doesn't realize that she actually built this prison. Swords with a mental suit, so prisoner of your thoughts. Remember, it's just, this is where it resonates when I say don't be afraid of your freedom. Don't be afraid of it. Her feet are free. She can walk away, all right? And so you are golden. This is a huge, because again, where it falls in your story, it's saying that's not what you want anymore. You want to get out of your headspace. So here, clear as day here too, in your crown, in this spiritual moment, all right? So upgrading your energy, do what you need to do. You can do, like I said, I already gave you examples, like the vision board or whatever. Even, if you want to use, see more violet, if that helps. Violet, it has the shortest wavelength, and so it has the highest level of, I actually, look, here, my violet, you can see it here, my violet crystal. But it has the highest level of energy. And so it's really, and then, it's associated with a crown chakra too, all right? So, but anyway, I'm going to get to the best part of your spread. Your final outcome, you got the Nine of Cups. So you are fine. You're golden. You're taken care of. The universe is on your side. You are having this moment, this spiritual moment, but also this moment of clarity, okay? Clarity. I love it because in your final outcome, you got the card of satisfaction, of joy. Look how happy he is. Look how happy he is. Remember how I said in your main spread, you got no cups? Look at your final outcome. You got the Nine of Cups. The cups over his head, enlightenment, but also as if they're trophies. Be very proud of yourself, Capricorn. You're going to have an amazing month. You may be in your head a little bit, all right? A lot of it's going to have to do with these changes, all right? And, every Capricorn's going to feel change this month. It is like, look at your spread, all right? Whether it's family, relationships, whether it's, career, whether it's, personal development, spiritual development. There's a lot of change that's going to happen for you, okay? And that's the key word, not to you, for you, all right? So this is really great. I love your reading, Capricorn. So as I promised, I break it down week by week. Let's see what's going on for you every week this month. The first week, Mercury's going into Taurus. You're going to love that. I love Mercury in Taurus, and Mercury's going to be in Taurus for a while. All right. That's, your BFF, Taurus, fellow Earth sign. Mercury, again, like rules communication, logic, intellect, how we communicate. This is really great because it just brings that like practicality, and there's a sense of like long-term commitment energy along with that. And then the first week also full moon in Libra, all right? So there could be some activity around your career. If not career, it's just like, how you're perceived, just, being recognized for being the amazing person you are. And then Venus is also very active this week. So let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn, for the first week of love it, April. Page of Cups. You're amazing. I love this. You definitely are going to get some sort of, there's newness coming through. There's newness that comes through with the Page of Cups. And what I love about the Page of Cups, by the way, is two things here. Okay, so yeah. One, if you're single, put yourself out there now. Okay? Put yourself out there now. This is one of the best times. All right? Remember what I said, Mars in Cancer in your 7th house, with the fact that we have that full moon in Libra. All right? So, being recognized. So, this is just, I didn't even mention all that activity in Taurus, Venus in Taurus, and Mercury in Taurus this week. That's your 5th house of pleasure. So it doesn't even matter if you're single or not. All Capricorns are just going to feel great. And something new is coming through. All right. Some of y'all may be getting a message the first week. All right. It's clear as day here. All right. The energy is just really strong, but also it comes with the Page of Cups. All right. Pages are the messengers, and they're very powerful. This page, very Pisces, very like, imaginative and dreamy and very creative. All right. So it's a very great big week of creativity as well. But I really love this for you. I love that you got the Page of Cups. There's something new coming through that some of y'all really wanted, or something that could be kind of surprising, where the ultimate goal. What's happening with this? The first week, there's gonna be something that helps you follow your bliss, or something new in terms of something that you want to manifest, or like something that you want to start. Now, the second week of April, we have the Venus going into Gemini, which is, we'll talk about that. I love that. It's very, very social aspect, but so you may find yourself being really social, but we're going to talk about, again, we'll talk more in detail, obviously, like with your weekly readings that I do for y'all. But remember, April 11th, Sun conjuncting Jupiter, luckiest day of 2023. I love that day because Venus is also trining Pluto. All right. I mean, there's so much love. There's so much love that day. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week of April. You got the 3 of Cups. There's going to be something you're celebrating. Something, whatever this new thing is, you're celebrating something soon. This is a joy and celebration, but it's going to help this spiritual rising, right? Because this is all about joy and celebration, but it's also growth, and it's also advancement. That's what 3 is. Now, one thing I'm going to point out, look at that, coming right after the Page of Cups. Something new, and then celebrating 3 is also like creation, the birth of something new. I mean, and actually, some of y'all actually may find out you're pregnant the second week. I'm not gonna lie, or have babies. All right, especially with Jupiter in Aries being in your 4th house. Okay, and then also with all that activity in Taurus in your 5th house, procreation and sex. Okay, so 3 of Cups, you have so much to celebrate. This is amazing, Capricorn. Now the third week, you have that we have the new moon solar eclipse. I love that day because Mars and Saturn's bringing a lot of stability. Uranus is up there. He's going to bring some fun little surprises. Again, think about what happened the first, like around March 20th to like the 22nd, or that week, okay? If there was something that you initiated, you may find some news around that. Sun, we're moving into Taurus season on April 20th, and then Mercury's going retrograde. So we're going to talk more about that later in the weekly, but Mercury retrograde, just don't sign any big contracts. All right, if you have to do any contract signing, do it before. Okay, do it before. All right, and try to avoid buying, like, spending a lot of money on like electronics too, because Mercury does like rule that bit. Anyway, again, we'll talk more about that, and we'll talk about the positive aspects of Mercury retrograde okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on for you, Capricorn, the third week of April. Oh my God. You got the Sun. You're good. You're good. We're good. I mean, we know the Sun, right? This is your big yes. If you have, if you're sitting on something and you don't want to take that, you feel like you're not sure if you want to take that step, this is your yes card. This is the biggest yes. The Sun is the most significant symbol in tarot. This is all about optimism. This is all about opportunity. This is the Sun shining all those dark shadows out of your life. Okay, remember I said this is temporary. You're fine. You're good. You're good. I mean, like, you do see the red banner, you see the naked child, you see, the white horse. I mean, this is just like purity, victory, like long hair don't care, right? This is like, it looks like your energy levels, like you are going to, you're like, you're good, you're good. This is amazing. You're good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. For you to get the sun during the week of the solar eclipse. Wow. Wow, I'm so excited for you. Now, the last week of April, there's only two major aspects: the Sun sextiling Saturn and Mars sextiling Uranus, and they're both very, very positive. They're both very good. A lot of long-term stability, energy toward your hopes and dreams. But remember, it's still like a big week. Mars in Cancer, Mercury in Taurus. I mean, with Venus and Gemma, there's a lot happening, and we're officially in Taurus season. Okay, which again is your house of pleasure. Pleasure. So let's see what's going on for you for the last week of April. Yes, you got the Knight of Wands. There you go. Something new's coming through. It's going to be this positive thing, positive change, and you're gonna run wild with it. It's gonna be something that you're like, it's like no one can stop this knight. No one. I mean, he is so passionate, right? This is double fire, by the way. Very Sagittarius energy. I think Sagittarius is very explorative. They're bold. They're daring. They take risks, and they go after the things they want. It's so bubbly. And anyway, knights are fire and wands are fire. So when I say double fire, I mean look at what's coming out of his helmet, right? Very transformative energy too. Some of y'all actually, some of y'all may travel. Yeah, some of y'all may actually be traveling too this month. That's great. Travel is always a force of good. But you have an amazing spread, Capricorn. In the heart of your spread, it looks like there is something that you may be in your head a little bit, but this is confirming you don't want it. All right. So that's a good sign. 6 of Swords in your crown. There's double affirmation. You want to get out of this headspace, okay? And then look at your future. You will. You have the 3 of Wands. You have the Judgment card. Your final outcome. You got the a wish come true. This is a wish come true. This is the genie in a bottle energy, okay? And then look at this week by week. You've got the Page of Cups, the 3 of Cups. You got the Sun. And you got the Knight of Wands. I mean, Capricorn, enjoy April. All right, enjoy April. It's going to be a great month for you. I'm very excited. And thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.